Well, Father, we're grateful for the blessings of this beautiful day. We ask for the strength and energy to get done what needs to be done. Father, we ask for thy guidance now. In these things, pray in thy Son's name. Amen. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yeah. So welcome to the Hobo Hideaway, everybody. My name's Jack Schitt. This is a segment called Talking Shit with Jack Schitt. Imagine that. See here, everything we talk about, anything discussed here or whatever is strictly for entertainment, documentary, educational, and entertainment purposes only. We do not buy, sell, or trade anything ever. And any opinions that are expressed are strictly the opinions of those sitting behind the microphone or anybody sitting at the keyboard. Leave it in comments. Everybody's welcome to leave a comment. If you want to leave a comment, please be polite and respectful about it at all times. Just a better way of living, you know. Yeah, and you spewing nonsense and garbage and hateful things all the time, then it just doesn't really stimulate the conversation, I suppose. I mean, I don't know. I used to be all grumpy Gus all the time. Hateful and angry, bitter. I knew what that's like. It's not a fun existence. It's a lonely existence. I don't hang out with anybody. In fact, I hang out with less people now. What I was going to say is I don't hang out with anybody more than I used to. But I probably hang out much less people now than I used to. But I don't find myself lonely anymore because I can see the beauty and the joy and everything around me now. I used to have a hard time with that. All I saw was all the negative all the time. And it was really amazing. All I had to do was turn off the news, quit watching the TV and the news. Of course, all I've been doing is watching people's YouTube channels, and even that, I'm just running them to give them their view counts. There's a lot of channels out there because I'm subscribed to thousands of channels, and I try to support all of them, whether they are subscribed to me or not. I just like to support people, and especially the small channels. They're the ones that are my favorite, I'll tell you what. The ones that are small and they're real people, just being real, just being themselves. Those are my favorite ones. And yeah, I'll run their channels. It's all about the personality, though. If they're angry and grumpy and putting everybody down and belittling people and whatever, thinking it's fun, I ain't sticking around. I'm going to go find somebody else to give my energy to. Because, they just drain too much energy out of me anyway. But, yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I got a new setup over here. I'm still trying to get the bugs worked out. Let me get it all turned around, see if I can get it. Is that right? Can I see it? There we go. So this computer over here still ain't working. It's an old one, and we can't get it to upgrade so I can get it usable for the Windows, or to be able to watch the videos. Can't even get it online, really. I'm still trying to figure that out. But it's got a tower still, one of them old ones. And it's not even that old. It's not even 10 years old, and it's obsolete technologies. And this one here is about 5 years old, and I've been running it. I just hooked it up this weekend. I've been running videos. I can run 4 videos at a time on it. Get it to wake up. I haven't started it up this morning. And then I got the TV set up there so I can watch videos on that too. And then, oh my goodness, that hurt. And then I can watch the videos on my phone or use my phone for leaving comments and things of that nature. And I can when I'm watching them over there, they get the view count and a thumbs up. And I give them their full length view count. So I haven't been participating a whole lot in the chat. Sometimes I'll go in and I'll say my hello to whoever, I'm saying my hello to the host of the chat. And I'm learning that I need to leave a blanket hello to the chat. But I'm not trying to leave anybody out, that's for sure. But I just don't have the energy to be able to keep up with the chat anymore. I don't have the visual focus to be able to see the chat a lot of times clearly anymore. I miss a lot of things, and it just gives me a headache. So I'm just pretty bored with the chat. And you look at it any way you want to. I don't care. It's just like this. It's draining too much of my energy, and it's not giving me anything back. So therefore, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to play with it. It's just kind of the way it's got to be. I know I ain't the only one out there. I know a lot of people that don't participate. They watch the videos, but they don't participate in the chat. And it's just overwhelming with the whole hello game. Hello, 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 hello. Well, hello to everybody out there. I don't need to say hello to individual people. If it gets feelings hurt because you didn't get to say hello to, then I apologize. It's something you need to figure out and work on. All right? I am not responsible for your feelings. You are not responsible for my feelings. A lot of people don't say hello to me anymore in chats because they're learning. Or maybe they were offended by me not saying hello to them, so they're ignoring me back. And I'm pretty okay with that too. It releases me of the, responsibility of having to participate in that nonsense. And I know, oh my gosh, look, the whole world is crumbling and whatnot because, and I talk about this all the time, all we do is fight and complain and find things to bicker about with each other. And I just fed it by saying I don't want to say hello. I'm there to give the host the view count. That's the point of my channel, is to give people view counts. Yeah, this talking crap, this is just me spewing the beans, griping, what grinds my gears. I'll probably get hit with that one. Oh man, Family Guy's coming after me. Yeah. I don't expect anybody to watch my videos, not even a little. I never want to be monetized. I don't want the stress of it. The money that comes, okay, it's a little bit extra money. I get it. But for me, I do everything in a balance, man. I weigh it all out. If the stress is going to cause me more than what I'm going to be compensated, it's not worth it to me. It's just not worth it to me. I don't need all a bunch of fancy crap that the world has to offer. I get plenty of stuff out of the garbage. All this stuff it may become an obsolete or whatever, this technological garbage. That's the way they make things, planned obsolescence. But if I can figure it out how to make a use out of it, and this one over here, if we can't get it to work no matter what, I'm going to gut it, take it apart, take all the components out of it, separate it, see if I can't get some of that gold and silver out of it. They put gold and silver and crystals and all kinds of things in these technological devices. That's how they function. Yeah, it's all reusable materials, man. I got a couple of stacking channels forging channels. They melt things down. They go scrapping metals and they melt it all down in their crucibles and forges and pour it into molds. And I watch a lot of those. I love them. They're some of my favorite ones. That's something I want to get into. Always have. And boy, I'll tell you what, I've been a dumpster diver and a junker dang near my whole adult life, even my childhood life. Something I always just kind of love to do, treasure hunting. One man's trash is another man's treasure and all that whatnot. Oh, still got sleepies in my eyes because it's still morning time. And even though the sun's up and the birds are chirping and the people all went off to work and all that whatnot, I'm still not quite ready to face it. I got to go out and pull weeds. Weeds. So that my sidewalks will be exposed. I got sidewalks made out of them red fire bricks. And yeah, the weeds are growing up through it. What I really need to do is pull all of it up, re-level the ground, put down that cloth garden stuff, matting, whatever it is, mesh. I don't know what it is, that black stuff. You put that black mesh cloth gardening stuff down. It keeps the weeds from growing up for a while. It don't last forever, but it lasts for a little while. And you put that down, put a little sand on top of it, whatever, and then put your pavers in there, where you brick down, whatever, and level it and all that whatnot. And then it keeps the weeds from growing up so rapidly. Anyway, that's what I need to do, but I don't want to. A lot of work. A lot of work just to pull them. Wife keeps saying, why don't you just get out there and spray some Roundup on it and poison it and all that whatnot. And I'm like, I don't want to put all those chemicals out there. There's enough Roundup being sprayed in the sky, the planes going over spraying that crap in the atmosphere. They're spraying Roundup and chlorine and fluoride and aluminum barium and all kinds of other chemicals just raining down upon us and killing everything. They're deforesting and wiping everything out. And they want to make sure we can't grow our own food, and we'll be completely dependent on their alternative farming techniques. I mean, they're buying up all the farmland that we actually grew food in for, decades. And they're putting in these, great big warehouse data centers. And once they do that, the ground can never be reused for farming. It becomes toxic. It becomes unusable. In fact, they'll never be able to use it for anything else ever again because it will be so toxic and whatnot. Of course, nature always finds a way. Look at Chernobyl. They got all kinds of stuff going on in Chernobyl right now. Anyway, yeah, nature finds a way every time, every time, every time, every time. But basically, that's what I'm doing here, sitting down in front of this video camera, procrastinating, going outside. Got my shoes on, got my overalls on, just need to get my motivation on, and that's not something that I have very much of anymore. Yeah, and it's getting worse and worse. Just don't feel like doing nothing. I I talk to a lot of people, man. A lot of people are feeling the same thing. It's this vibrational energy going through. First it came through and made us all not want to hang out with ourselves or with anybody else anymore. And then I like hanging out with myself a lot better than anything. It's kind of my favorite thing. And it's a good thing because, see, I got me and that's it. It's all about me. Every living organism, every living creature in existence, down to the microscopic organisms, including a virus, thinks that it's human. Every single being. The trees, they think they're the only living creature there is. The dogs, the cats, the squirrels, every living creature. Well, probably not the hive mentality ones. They are a the bees and the ants, things of that nature, hive mentality. But every living creature out there from birth, they're born into this realm and they think they're the only thing that exists and they're the center of the universe and everything else revolves and rotates around them and is there to serve them and teach them, educate them, provide for them, whatever the case may be. Every living creature. Humans aren't any different. So I like hanging out with myself. I like being by myself. That's what I got. You know, I got my wife downstairs, and she likes being by herself most of the time, and we hang out with each other every now and again, and tell each other some funny thing that we seen on TV or something, and share notes, that kind of thing. Play cards together every now and again. Neither one of us can get around walking, you know, doing all that fun stuff. Can't go out dancing no more. You know, her walker, we got to put her walker up in the car every time, and I need a stick half the time or some sort of stabilizer. I'm walking around holding on things anymore, just trying to maintain balance. And the older you get, it gets like that. The older we get, the more we fall apart. Everything after 40, man, gravity takes over. Of course, I used to say everything after 30, but you know, now that I'm in my 50s, it's like everything after 40. If I make it to my 60s, I'll be like, everything after 50. I can't remember that far back anymore. Just the way. Just the way, man. As far as all the nonsense, the political realm, and all the other nonsense of the world, I don't even care anymore. I just don't care. None of it's going to change. It's all the same. Only the names have changed. I got that. I got that right up right here for that song. I was singing it in my head, and she printed it up for me and said, "You need to do a read up on it." Wow, it's got a lot of garbage to read, but "Wanted Dead or Alive" by John Bon Jovi. Yeah, but it looks like it's mostly about John Bon Jovi, this write up, and not necessarily. Well, here's the legacy and impact. See, Wanted Dead or Alive did more than just sell records. It changed how the music industry viewed the rock bands. All right, yeah, it's just going to go into the bullshit about the band and all that. I don't care. Yep. Let's see here. The lyrics. It's all the same, only the names have changed. Every day it seems we're wasting away. Another place where the faces are so cold. I drive all night just to get back home. I remember living that lifestyle. I'm a cowboy. On a steel horse I ride. I'm wanted, dead or alive. Yeah, I'm wanted, dead or alive. Sometimes I sleep, sometimes it's not for days. The people I meet always go their separate ways. Sometimes you tell the day by the bottle that you drink. Sometimes when you're alone, all you do is think. I'm a cowboy. On a steel horse I ride. Yeah, I'm wanted, dead or alive. Wanted, dead or alive. Oh, and I ride. I walk these streets, a loaded six string on my back. I play for keeps, 'cause I might not make it back. I've been everywhere, still I'm standing tall. I've seen a million faces, and I've rocked them all. 'Cause I am a cowboy, on a steel horse I ride. I'm wanted, dead or alive. 'Cause I'm a cowboy. I got the night on my side, and I'm wanted, dead or alive. Dead or alive. Yeah. Yeah, there ain't many cowboys left in this world. Not real ones anyway. A lot of dudes that act like cowboys, say they're cowboys, don't know, have no clue what it is to be a cowboy. I can't tell you I even know anymore. Used to mean getting up before the sun comes up, doing your work without complaining, taking care of the needs of everybody around you, staying out of trouble the best you can, but letting off steam when you need to, standing your ground, telling your truth, always living your truth. And just because it's your truth doesn't mean it's going to be other people's truth and you accept that. It was always about letting other people be who they're going to be. I just don't think it exists. Not anymore. You know, we become what the world needs us to become. Whatever our society and the system mandates of us. And we do it out of survival instincts. Everything we do is survival instincts. That's where the whole world is at right now. And that's part of the reason why nobody wants to hang out with anybody anymore. Because everybody's in survival mode. That's why I don't care anymore, because I'm not in survival mode. Not even a little. Because I'm not chasing the system. I'm not playing the system. And I am definitely not anything that the system wants or needs. In fact, I'm probably the wrench that fell down in the machinery that's going to cause all the destruction. Ha ha ha, chaos. Beautiful, beautiful, magnificent chaos. You know why? Because I'm sick and tired of all the bullshit and lies. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all the games. I'm sick and tired of everybody telling me how I got to think and live my life. I don't got to do any of that crap. I don't got to do any of that crap. I got to be myself and be what's right for me and be what's right in accordance to my higher power, to my higher power, to the higher power as I perceive my higher power to be, not the way somebody tells me I'm supposed to perceive it. No. I run my program the way I run my program. I run it because that's how the spirits guide me to do things, not because somebody wants to dictate me or anything else. And, you know, it's all good. Y'all want to go live and play that game. Yes, you got to follow the rules for that game. That's that game. That's not the game I'm playing. A lot of people out there today. It's a nice day. See, that's another reason I don't want to go outside and pull weeds in the front yard, because there's too many people walking around out there. Somebody might stop and say, "Hi, how you doing?" And then, you know, I'll be obliged to stop my work, which I'll be glad to do, because, you know, getting down there and doing that's kind of hard. Yeah, hard on the body, I mean, you know. So I'll sit up and I'm going to take her walker out there with me, so I got something to climb back up. Because getting down is one thing, getting up's another thing. You know, you got to have something to climb on, you know, like, yeah. So I'll use her walker to climb up on. It's got a little cup holder, so I can sit down in the little chair and have my cup to drink out of. And I suppose I'll make the best of it. But see, what I always end up doing is, did you guys see the little Herkimer? Little floaty thingy going by, Herkimer? Or was it just me? Yeah. Yeah, little energy balls floating around and stuff. They're, like, all the time, man. They're everywhere. But I just seen one just come floating by in between me and the camera. I didn't know if the camera picked it up or not. At any rate, was I saying, oh yeah, I needed something to climb on to get up and whatnot. And then what I do is, especially salesmen, I love traveling salesmen. Man, they come to my house and I'll come out there and I'll start selling them about the Hobo Hideaway and my YouTube channel and my artwork and my talking shit. I say, yeah, I'm jack shit. I tell everybody, man, you just don't know shit till you know jack shit. Now you know me. And if you ever own any of my artwork, you own an original piece of shit. Imagine that. And guess what? My channel, you go check it out. And there's two categories of things, two playlists you can go check out. One's called Talking Shit, and the other one's called Making Shit. I used to have more. I used to have one that said Doing Shit, and I used to have one that said Cooking Shit, and I used to have one that said Growing Shit. And I thought, nah, man, less is more. So I put it all down and consolidated it to either Making Shit or Talking Shit. You know, I think there's a few mail call videos in there. I wish I hadn't deleted all my past videos now. Don't delete all your videos, people. You'll regret it later, even if you don't want to get monetized. I was doing it because I just don't want to get monetized, and I just try to get rid of view hours. Too many view hours. I know. Everybody's out there. I want more view hours. You can have mine. I don't want them. That's why I watch your guys' videos. So that way you get your view hours. Sometimes I learn something out of people's channels. If they're a good storyteller, I'll put the volume on and listen to them. Truly. But I think I might be getting tired of doing lives altogether. The lives, like I said in the chat, I'm not wanting to play that whole hello game with everybody and whatnot. I'm just there to try to learn something. But most of them lives aren't really teaching. A few of them do. A few of them are still working on projects and showing and talking about their projects. And yes, interacting with the chat, and that's all well, that's cool. But I'm still getting bored with it. It's something about I just losing its fascination to me. Becoming a job, and I don't want a job, don't want a job, don't want a job, especially one that's ungrateful to me. And most of these people that I watch, when I do go say hello and whatever, they treat me like I'm a plague or something, like I'm a troll. And that word, I don't like that word, that troll word. You guys want people to come watch your channel so you can get your view time, so you can get monetized, but yet you want to insult your viewers by calling them names just because you don't know who we are. Shame on you. Shame on everybody who uses that terminology. Shame on you and everybody out there who frickin' straight up demeans anybody, any viewer that comes into your room for any reason. Shame on you. Each and every one of you. All you people that do that do not deserve to get monetized and probably never will be because you're being exclusive. Everybody's money is green. Everybody's view is the same. Everybody's thumbs up is the same. You need to learn to treat everybody equally, especially you Bible thumpers out there. You guys preach about your Jesus Christ and everything else, your Savior, and how he behaved. Well, act like him then. He gave himself to the least of these. Nobody was better than him in his eyes. Everybody was equal. You all need to quit acting like you're better than anybody else. I won't watch your channels anymore when you act like that. Anytime and every time. See? That right there? That right there probably got a bunch of people just to turn my channel off. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You know why? Because I don't give a shit. I don't care who watches my channel. If you want me to watch your channel, you need to behave like a decent human being and be nice to everybody. And if I see you bullying anybody, even if it ain't me, if I see you bullying anybody for any reason, click. It's that simple. I just don't watch your channel no more. I won't promote your channel. It's that simple. YouTube is for the people. It's for the whole world. It's for everybody. So if you're posting up in the YouTube world, or any social media for that matter, you're posting for the whole world, not for some private little club. There are other network places. There are other ways to have private conversations with people without doing it on the public forums. That's just my opinion. Y'all can do whatever you want with it. Opinions are like assholes. We all got one, and they're usually full of shit. I accept that. Dag burn it, I gotta go pull weeds, and I don't want to. I just don't want to. I don't want to. Not even a little. But I've been putting it off for a while, and they're getting tall, and it's only a matter of time before the city gives me one of them pink slips. If the city gives you a pink slip, you only got so much time to get it done before they come out and do it, and then they charge the heck out of your property taxes for it, and then they can put a lien on your house and all that other nonsense. And they overcharge you when they do it. So it's just easier to go comply and go listen to these fascists. I mean, whatever they are, political government entities. Yeah. And then get it done, I suppose. Looks like I'm getting all kinds of notifications for people getting ready to come on live. So I got to get my computer set up so I can go put their lives on and give them support. See, I just said I was sick of it. It's coming. There's going to be a time where I'm just I won't even make an announcement about it. I'm just going to quit watching them because the burnout is real, but I still like these people, so I still want to help them by giving them their view counts. Doesn't mean I'm going to sit there and watch it. I'm going to put it on and let my electricity be used. And see, that's the thing, is people that are watching this, that are the viewers, we're spending our time, our personal energy, and our electric bills that we got to pay for so that you can get a view count and a thumbs up. The least you can do is be nice and respectful and grateful. Just be grateful, man. Be a little humble and grateful. There's not one person in this world that's better than anybody else. I promise you that. There's not one living organism in this whole world that's better than any other living organism in this world. And it's a shame that we forgot that. It's a shame that we become so vain that we think that we are God. It's a shame that we think that we are the Almighty, that we are better than anything or anybody ever. It's a shame. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. I got to go back to work now because, procrastinating only gets you so far and doesn't get nothing done. Daylight's burning and all that stuff. So, yeah, pull myself together and get her done. All right. Good luck to everybody out there. Good luck. I hope you find a way. Till next time, remember, kindness is the key. It really is. Kindness. Kindness is the key. And I love you. Later.